Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at PEPE, seeing what's going on. Thank you to my community members who gave me some really good feedback on the video from yesterday. Really glad it worked out well for you. Nice job on those shorts. While we didn't take one as a community, I prefer not to try to short coins like this personally. Just feel like there's too much inherent risk, but again, shorts are riskier and at this point. Let's see how much lower it could possibly go. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something here today if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCache.tag is a site link down below. Do me a favor before we get started here. Hit the like button, comment, help us grow the channel. Awesome stuff. Quickly to note too, congrats to our day traders here for some nice profit from AVAX, Matic, BNB and ETH, and then of course our near protocol and ICP longs, 52% and 36%. So awesome stuff there, folks. Congrats. So let's take a quick look. This is the last month. So keep in mind this is a pretty large time frame. A lot of liquidity has been swept to the upside. There's not a ton left. There is a lot, however, down below. So not trying to scare you, not saying the price is going to just drop that low, but 0.008, basically 800 is that level where we could actually see the next retracement. That could be our ABC fulfillment there. So just something to pay attention to. That's again right here at this level. There's a lot of liquidation at range, just below the most recent low. So let's look at the daily time frame and work our way down. Kind of see where we're at. Keep in mind Bitcoin dominance is increasing and Bitcoin price is decreasing. That generally leads to Bitcoin's bleeding out. I mentioned this in my Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, the whole 9 yards. They're basically just letting you know to be careful. Bitcoin dominance is on the rise, and generally it's not a good idea to try to take longs into that with altcoins. Okay, so just be mindful of that. That is going on in the back end, and that affects all coins for the most part. There's a few outliers, but generally speaking, that's kind of where we're at. So here's what we're looking at for PEPE on the daily time frame. Moving averages are well below the price action, so that's a very bullish sign. It's generally good and favorable. Okay, doesn't mean the price can't still pull back. It just tells us that the price action is due for a correction here, and that's perfectly fine. We can see stochastic swinging down, MACD losing its momentum, lost 70 in the RSI. This should have been indication number one to consider taking profits, okay? Losing that level, okay? So we talked about that yesterday. Hopefully you listened, and if not, it's okay too. You may want to consider securing some profits if you haven't already. Taking a look here though at the 4 hour, we can see this shift in momentum has already occurred. We're testing 50, actually lost 50 on the RSI, money flow is super low, and of course stochastic swinging down, MACD diverging. So 4 hour looks abysmal, minus being above 3 out of the 4 moving averages. Doesn't mean the price is going to continue to fall, but it does imply if the price does pull back. This next fib level here at about 0.382, roughly 850 to 900, would be a solid consideration for entry. Okay. And when I say entry, I'm referring to a long position because we could be at our A pattern right now, and our B could be coming up here soon. But again, C is always lower than the A, so keep that in mind. We could see, this is the bottom, we could see a slight relief rally up to this about 1050, 1070 mark, and then a retracement from there. Okay, again, these are just generalities. These don't always happen, but we're holding true to this pattern pretty strong so far in the overall sense, at least at the upside, and the ABC is generally soon to follow. Okay, so looking at all of that, let's quickly double check a couple of things here on the hourly and work our way out of this conversation. So what we're gonna look at is each Mocha cloud. We are soundly below the cloud now, which does imply the price comes up, it'll come up to this point of control. We discussed this yesterday, but this level here at about 1050, 1060 will be likely the next pivot point for the downside. So I'm going to be keeping my eye open for this level here to consider possibly a short at that range, just because we've lost the cloud, we're lagging spend is free and clear, conversion line is below baseline. There's every reason to not take a long position right now and to more so gear yourself towards being on short heavy. I wouldn't get too crazy with shorts right now, of course, but Bitcoin pulling back the way that it is would make sense for shorts to continue to be in profit and for the price action to pull back for most altcoins. Okay, doesn't mean we can't still find our bottom, but Bitcoin dominance on the rise and Bitcoin price coming down, that's never a good sign. If you're curious about that, I always have this available in our education section. It's pinned for our Discord, just so you can kind of understand here where we're at. Bitcoin dominance is up and the price of Bitcoin goes down. Alts tend to dump. Okay, we're right there in that down/dumping phase. So just be mindful that is a standard correction here. These are normal things, and it's nothing to be super concerned with. But again, when you're trading coins like this that are highly volatile, you better darn well take some profits if you haven't already, and make sure you're using low leverage so you can survive these ebbs and flows if you decide you want to hold on for longer. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. Again, like the video if you haven't already. Trade this in amazing, on this amazing exchange here too, BitUnix. I like to recommend them because we have a lot of community members coming over there, and they're a fantastic exchange. Have been fantastic to us. So no KYC or VPN required, and $5,500 in rewards if you use my link to register. Check them out, folks. I think you're going to like them. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.